Let's face it, it would be a really big fat fail for me as a trainer and nutritionist if I didn't tell you about my favorite protein powder, IdealLean. Protein powder is as crucial to my daily routine as my workouts and my meal preparation. Seriously, using the right kind of protein powder is so important to your fitness and weight loss goals. Think about it. Your body is literally built off protein. It's in the muscle fibers, connective tissue, bones, skin, hair, and even your hormones. So if you don't add enough protein to your diet, that means you're literally starving your body and muscles of the vital nutrients it needs to recover and repair. You don't want to do that. The one thing people forget about is that protein needs to be constantly replaced through the food you eat, because your body doesn't store protein in the same way that it stockpiles fat and carbs. So you gotta keep your protein consumption up. And if you're a woman, it's even more important because not getting enough protein comes with some harsh physical consequences. Women start to lose muscle mass and bone density as young as age 20, and it gets worse. If you're a woman over 40 or postmenopausal, this process speeds up and it can quickly spiral out of control. Everything from hormonal shifts with terrible side effects, including the loss of muscle mass and bone density. This can cause weight gain, injuries, osteoporosis, and other debilitating diseases. But the solution is simple. Just by getting enough protein in your diet, you can not only avoid these issues, but it can help repair damage already done and help prevent further issues in the future. A high protein diet supports bone growth, keeps those hormone levels in check, and builds lean muscle to keep your metabolism operating at max fat burning potential. Now, the average recommended protein intake for women is around 46 grams, but that's the bare minimum, and it's only accurate if you're completely sedentary. For an active woman, women trying to lose weight, or most women over 50, you should be shooting for at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. For example, a woman weighing 150 pounds should be getting at least 150 grams of protein a day, if not more. Now that's an increase of over 100 grams from the 46 grams that most women get. Do you see how bad the problem is now? The bottom line is you need more protein. And unless you're using a protein powder like IdealLean, you're looking at a sore jaw from chewing steak all day and so many egg whites and chicken breasts that you'll never look at the bird quite the same way again. I use IdealLean every day because it's been formulated just for women and because it's the best. I would know. As a national figure athlete, I train hard 6 days a week. And being a busy mother of 3 and a business owner, it's virtually impossible to get enough protein from food alone to maintain a good, strong, and toned physique. Seriously guys, I could not do it without my IdealLean. IdealLean benefits you from the inside out because you also get more than just protein. When you use IdealLean, you get added calcium, folic acid, and vitamin D for stronger bones and balanced hormones, plus the kind of healthy skin, hair, and nails that we covet. IdealLean's signature recovery blend also includes glutamine and a special blend of superfruit antioxidants to aid in muscle recovery. Now this means better endurance, more energy, and less soreness. You will bounce right back, faster and stronger than ever the next day after your workouts. IdealLean also metabolizes faster in your body than other protein sources, giving your body the nutrients that it can put to work immediately. With the right amount of whey protein isolate and only 80 calories per serving, IdealLean perfectly fills the unique nutritional needs of women, a task that most other brands fail miserably at. Add more protein to your diet, make the most of your active and busy lifestyle, and do it with IdealLean. Don't settle for anything less than the best. Get IdealLean today. Hey ladies, today I want to tell you why it is so important that you make sure you're getting enough protein in your diet. Protein does so many amazing things for our bodies. It's going to help you recover from your workouts. It's going to help you stay full from your food. So if you're hungry all the time, the chances are really likely that you're deficient in protein. It's also going to help you build lean muscle. Now don't worry, so many women are afraid of building too much muscle and getting too big, and we just don't have the hormones necessary for that to happen. So IdealLean protein is amazing because it's a 100% whey isolate. That means there's 0 carbs, 0 fat, 0 sugar, none of that extra junk added that so many other protein powders have. We have added vitamin D, calcium, and folic acid, which are 3 vitamins that most women are deficient in. So it's going to help with your bone health, hormones, hair, skin, nails, all that good stuff that we women care about and that no other proteins have added to them. We've also added a superfruit antioxidant blend that's going to help with your muscle recovery. It's going to get you feeling good, back in the gym faster, to keep you focused on your goals. There has never been a better time than now to grab your IdealLean protein, so head on over to idealfit.com and grab yours today.
I love chocolate and I love protein. So let's make a simple protein chocolate bark featuring Optimum Nutrition's new gold standard 100% unflavored whey protein. Okay, so for demonstration purposes, I've already mixed in our 50 grams of chocolate and our 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. So now that they're melted together, I'm gonna add in my 1 scoop of unflavored protein powder, mix until the protein powder is well combined. And then what we'll do is we'll get our plate with aluminum foil. So it's that simple. Add in your chocolate, flatten it out so it's nice and thin. Let's freeze this until it's firm.
This shouldn't be hard. If you're not seeing the progress you feel you deserve, you're slacking off. Gold Standard Whey was the first protein powder that I ever bought and ever used. It's pretty hard to ignore a name like Gold Standard Whey when you first walk into a supplement store. But I went with it, it tasted great, and I've had no reason to ever look back since.
Optimum Nutrition has been around for a long time, and the reality is we have a lot to lose if we get it wrong, so we won't get it wrong.
Optimum Nutrition tests every batch of Gold Standard 100% whey here in-house, which is unique to us.
Optimum Nutrition has from the beginning made sure that their formulas and products meet the needs that consumers want. So whatever we say is on the supplement facts panel is actually in the product.
Unless it's validated in science, we will not compromise our integrity to sell a product.
And that's something that we guard very, very carefully. At Optimum Nutrition, we partner with our consumers. We won't compromise on taste, we won't compromise on quality. You are getting consistent, best-in-class taste, quality, and our commitment that this product will deliver on everything it promises. We won't renege on that promise.
Optimum Nutrition is a brand synonymous with integrity. It's been around for 30 plus years and has built one hell of a relationship with its consumers. For me personally, it's a brand that I feel comfortable recommending to my clients. I simply won't recommend any product I haven't used or researched myself and believe in and trust.
We won't ever cut corners when it comes to delivering the best quality so our consumers can achieve their performance goals. Lots of brands say that they're the best. Lots of brands say they're the number one. But there is only one most reviewed, most awarded, best-selling whey protein powder on the planet. And that's Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard 100% whey. And we think that's a pretty big deal.
Hey guys, Jody Marchuk, IFBB Women's Physique Pro here. Representing Body Fortress Whey Isolate. It's got 60 grams of protein.
Hi guys, I'm here to talk about Body Fortress Super Advanced Whey Protein. So I gave this protein powder 1 out of 5 stars because I just absolutely don't like it. I wish I could give it 0 out of 5 stars, but I can't. It's just a really cheap quality protein, and I don't like it at all. And you can buy it online for about $23, and you get 2 pounds, so it's definitely cheaper than average, but also the quality I think is cheaper than average, so you kind of get what you're paying for. For the ease of use, so it blends up pretty easily. You can either stir it, blend it, or shake it. And so for 1 scoop, you're gonna use 6 to 8 ounces of water or milk or whatever beverage of your choice. But this recommended serving is 2 scoops. So with 2 scoops, you're gonna do 14 to 16 ounces. And you're gonna mix it for about 20 to 30 seconds, depending on if you're stirring it or shaking it or blending it. If you just use a spoon though, it's just very, very chunky. So I would suggest using a shaker cup or a blender. And for the taste, so I got this one in chocolate and it's just not my favorite. I think it just tasted pretty gross. It kind of has that old school protein powder taste. It has like an aftertaste to it. And just with water, it's pretty nasty. It was a little bit better when I used like chocolate almond milk. It kind of masked some of that weird taste, but it just wasn't my favorite taste overall. And for the protein, so this touts 60 grams of protein per serving, but that equals 2 scoops. And the scoops are massive. They're definitely bigger than average. And then it has 390 calories, which is a ton, 10 grams of fat, and 17 grams of carbs. So normally we like to see those lower. So this is definitely if you just want to bulk up and you're not really minding much about kind of the nutrition side of it or wanting lean muscle mass. But yeah, so those are definitely higher than average. So if you're looking to bulk up, this is probably meant for that more so. And the ingredients. So I just don't like the ingredients at all. It uses a protein blend of whey protein concentrate and whey protein isolate. So I really like the isolate, but I have a feeling it uses way more concentrate, which just is subpar. It has more fat, more lactose in it. And another big problem I have with this is that it spikes the protein with aminos. So it adds in a super recovery blend of creatine, taurine, and L-glutamine. So I really don't like when they do this because they get to list these as dietary protein and not as aminos, and they're just not as anywhere as beneficial as like whey protein would be. So I really don't like that. And they say you don't want to have any more than like a gram per each. And these have 3 grams each. So I just really don't like it. I just am very concerned about how much protein is actually in here and the quality of it. So just not too excited about all of that. And then also it does have milk and soy in here. So just be careful if you're allergic or sensitive to that. As far as the side effects, I did see side effects. I was just kind of bloated and sluggish. My stomach kind of hurt about like 15 to 30 minutes after taking it. So that definitely was a bummer. I didn't like that at all. And last, I couldn't find a guarantee for this product, so it was also just disappointing. So overall, I gave this protein powder 1 out of 5 stars. Definitely don't like it. But if you want to learn some more about this protein powder or many others, you can check us out on proteinguide.com or on Facebook and Twitter.
Introducing Orgain's organic, plant-based protein powder. Each serving is packed with 21 grams of organic plant protein to power your breakfast smoothie, workout recovery, or satisfying snack. While smooth and delicious flavors tantalize your taste buds. Orgain's protein powder is meticulously formulated with a combination of organic pea protein, organic brown rice, and organic chia seeds. Because when it comes to our ingredients, no standard is too high. Whether you mix it with water or almond milk, give your smoothie a boost, or shake it up and take it to go, you'll experience our commitment to clean nutrition in every sip. And that's Orgain's organic plant-based protein powder, the cleanest protein you'll ever crave. Orgain, get picky with your protein. Orgain presents Q and Andrew.
That's me.
Plant-based protein powder. You ask, Andrew answers.
Okay. All right, here we go. Second 6.
How many times a day can you drink this?
Crystal, that's a great question. I personally use it twice a day. I use it in my breakfast smoothie, and I also use it post-workout. Most of our consumers use our products once to twice a day.
Madeline wants to know, is it safe to use while pregnant?
Absolutely. You should check with your doctor, of course, but there are no hormones, antibiotics, artificial preservatives, or artificial sweeteners in any of our products.
What's the difference between the organic protein powder and the organic meal powder?
So that's a great question, Derek. This protein powder is all about protein and fiber. This one has the protein and fiber, but also has organic complex carbs, organic fruits and veggies, and organic food-based vitamins. So this is our all-in-one powder.
Lisa asks, how long is the plant-based protein powder good for once it's mixed with water and put in the fridge?
So after mixing the protein powder, you could keep it in the fridge for 24 hours, or you could blend it the night before and have it in the morning. We just recommend giving it a good shake before you drink it.
Do you have a favorite Orgain product?
That's a tough question, Marcus. That's like picking one of my kids. But one of the things I'm most proud of is our plant-based powder, because we were the first company to make plant-based powder delicious.
¿Se puede tomar antes o después de hacer ejercicio?
What am I supposed to say?
Ambos sentidos.
Okay, all right. Ambos sentidos. Before a workout to help give you energy, and post-workout to replenish your muscles.
Hi guys, I'm here to talk about Orgain Organic plant-based protein powder. So I gave this protein powder a 4 out of 5 stars. I definitely think it is an above average protein powder. And you can buy it online for about $48, which includes shipping. You get a little over 2 pounds. So it's definitely a little bit more expensive than average, but I do think the price is worth it with this one. So for the ease of use, it all kind of depends on how you're using it. I first tried mixing this with just a spoon, and definitely don't do that. It was really, really chunky. I actually had to use the spoon to eat it. It was that chunky. But when you use a blender or a shaker, it blends up really nicely in a nice kind of thick consistency. So just if you skip the spoon and go straight for the blender, you should be good. And then for the taste, we got this one in sweet vanilla bean. And like the name suggests, it's definitely sweet. When you mix it with just water, I think it might be a little bit too sweet for some people. But when I mixed it with like almond milk or coconut milk, it definitely kind of smoothed it out, and I definitely like the taste of it. But again, it might be a little bit too sweet for some people, but it doesn't taste like your typical protein powder, which I really appreciate. So I definitely like that. And it almost has like a rice oatmeal aftertaste. A little bit different, but again, like I thought it tasted pretty good. For the protein, so there are 21 grams of protein in here, and that makes it a good option for weight loss and toning up. And then also there are 3.5 grams of fat, and there are 15 grams of carbs. But there is 5 grams of fiber in here and 5 grams of sugar alcohol. So that makes it only have 5 grams of net carbs, which is really good. And then for 2 scoops, it only has 150 calories. So it's another nice little option if you're looking for some weight loss. And for the ingredients, so all the protein comes from plants. It's all plant-based protein, it's all organic. So it uses an organic protein blend of pea protein, brown rice protein, chia seed, and hemp protein. So I really like that it uses a combination, because you can still get all of your amino acids and still get your protein, but it's not anything from animals. So I definitely like that. And then it's also really allergy friendly. There isn't any dairy, soy, gluten, or lactose. So that's a really good option if you have any of those allergies, or if you're vegan or vegetarian. And then one last thing is that it's sweetened with stevia and monk fruit extract, and it's a way to sweeten it without adding calories to it. So I definitely like that. So for the side effects, I did see a little bit of stomach pain and bloating about 30 minutes after taking. This may just be a personal thing because I am a little bit sensitive to rice, but typically plant-based protein is a little bit easier on the digestive system. So again, that may just be me, or just maybe keep it in mind if you are kind of sensitive. But overall, I gave this protein powder a 4 out of 5 stars. I definitely think it's a good option for weight loss or toning up. But if you'd like to learn more about this protein powder or many others, you can check us out on proteinguide.com or on Facebook and Twitter. Hi guys, we're here to talk about BSN Synthes 6 Ultra Premium Protein Matrix. So I gave this protein powder a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I definitely really like it. I think it's an above average protein powder. And you can buy it online for about $38 and you get 2.91 pounds. So it ends up being actually a little bit cheaper than average. So I like that. So for the ease of use, this one is super easy to use. If you use a blender or shaker, it literally just takes like a few seconds and it whips up into like one of the best consistencies. It's super smooth, it's not gritty or chunky, so I really like the consistency. It was really nice, easy, no biggie. And then you're gonna take 1 scoop and you mix it with 4 to 5 ounces of water or your choice of beverage. So for the taste, we got this in peanut butter cookie, and let me tell you, hands down, it is one of the best protein powders I've ever tried. It tastes exactly like a peanut butter cookie, and it even tastes pretty good just with water, which normally they're kind of not that good. But when I mixed it with unsweetened almond milk, oh my gosh, it turned into like a heavenly milkshake, and I was just really impressed. I could have drinking it all day long, it was that good. And it was just a nice little treat, and it even smells like a peanut butter cookie, like the powder itself, so it's a win all around. I really like the taste. So for the protein, you get 22 grams of protein per serving, and that's a really good amount if you are looking to build lean muscle and kind of help with recovery and just overall performance. And then also there are 6 grams of fat per serving, and there are 15 grams of carbs, but there are 5 grams of fiber, so that helps bring the net carbs down to 10. And then there are 200 calories per serving, which is a little bit above average, but nothing crazy. And for the ingredients, so this uses a premium protein matrix of quite a few proteins. So it uses whey protein concentrate, whey protein isolate, calcium caseinate, micellar casein, milk protein isolate, egg albumin, and glutamine peptides. So there's a ton in there, but all of them really support lean muscle growth, recovery, and just overall performance. I like that it uses whey because whey is really quickly digested in the body, so you get to use it right away. But then it also has casein in there, and casein is much slower digesting. So it kind of provides like a nice slow and steady amount of protein. So I definitely like that. And then also there are 10 grams of essential amino acids, so that is really good. The one thing though is that probably the only downfall with this is that it's not allergy friendly. It has quite a few allergens in here. It has milk, egg, wheat, peanut, and soy. So if you're allergic to those, just be careful. For the side effects, I was super happy. I didn't see any side effects. I actually felt really good the whole time, so I was happy that it tasted good, it made me feel good, and I wasn't bloated or anything like that, so I was super happy about that. So overall, I gave this protein powder a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really like it. I think it's a great option to help build lean muscle mass and help with recovery and just overall kind of gym performance. And if you'd like to learn more about this protein powder or many others, you can check us out on proteinguide.com or on Facebook and Twitter.
For 4 years in a row, ISO 100 has been voted the best protein isolate by millions of fans. If you are looking to supplement an intense resistance training program and your ultimate goal is gains in muscle size and strength, then ISO 100 is your perfect workout partner. It can be enjoyed pre, intra, or post-workout. Each serving contains 25 grams of 100% whey protein isolate and has 5.5 grams of branched-chain amino acids, including 2.7 grams of leucine. The total grams of protein comes from intact protein sources, no extra aminos added. ISO 100's primary protein source is hydrolyzed whey protein isolate, one of the fastest absorbing, purest forms of bioavailable protein. Better absorption and faster digestion has been shown to support muscle growth as well as increases in athletic performance over time. ISO 100 is a delicious, lean source of protein. ISO 100 has less than 1 gram of fat, 1 gram or less of sugar, and less than 1 gram of lactose, and it is gluten-free. ISO 100 is Informed Choice Trusted by Sport certified, which ensures that it is always free of banned substances. ISO 100 comes in a variety of delicious flavors created by our food scientists. This ensures a delicious, creamy shake each and every time. ISO 100 mixes easily in water, milk, or your favorite beverage. ISO 100 is the perfect source of protein anytime you need a protein boost. Enjoy it first thing in the morning as well as immediately before or after exercise.
Welcome to my kitchen, guys. Today I'm going to show you how to make zero carb protein pancakes using Dymatize's ISO 100. This recipe only calls for 3 simple ingredients: your favorite flavor of ISO 100, some baking powder, and egg whites. So we're going to combine all 3 ingredients in a bowl. I'm going to use a scoop and a half of ISO 100, and I have my favorite flavor here, chocolate caramel, 25th anniversary flavor. We're going to do 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder and 1 cup of egg whites. I'm going to mix it all together. Now we're going to spray the pan evenly using coconut oil spray. You want to let the pan get to a nice hot temperature and pour in half of the mix. Cover the pan. Depending on your stove and your pan, you want to let it cook from anywhere from 1 minute to 2 minutes. You can use one of these to flip it, or cover it again and let the other side cook. Once it's all done, you transfer it to a plate. You have a beautiful pancake there. So the 2 finished pancakes came out to 50 grams of protein, only 4 grams of carbs, and less than 1 gram of fat per my measurements. Now I'm going to top it off with some sugar-free maple syrup. Now the possibilities of this pancake are endless. If you don't want to use sugar-free maple syrup, you can mix some of the protein powder with a little bit of unsweetened almond milk and use that to drizzle over the pancake. And depending on your macros, you can also add natural peanut butter or almond butter, and you can use almond flour or coconut flour in the mix for texture and moisture.
Hi guys, I'm here to talk about MusclePharm Combat 100% whey protein powder. So I gave this protein powder a 5 out of 5 stars. It's definitely one of my favorites, and I think it's above average protein powder. You can buy it online for about $35, and you get 2 pounds, so it ends up being a little bit less expensive than average. So for the ease of use, this one is super easy to use. If you use a blender or a shaker, it blends up in literally a few seconds into a really nice consistency. It's not gritty or chunky, so I really like that. And you use 1 scoop, and then you use 8 to 12 fluid ounces of water or a beverage of your choice. So it mixed up really easily. And then for the taste, so we got this in chocolate milk, and I thought it tasted really, really good. Definitely better than average. It is sweeter, but not anything overwhelming. It was just like a nice little treat, and I actually mixed it with chocolate almond milk. So both the chocolates together made it a super nice shake, and it just tasted really good. And for the protein, so each serving in here has 25 grams of protein. And that's a really good amount for helping build lean muscle. It can help with recovery and just kind of overall performance. And then there are, 1.5 grams of fat per serving and 3 grams of carbs. So both of those are really nice and low. It can again help with the lean muscle mass. And then for the calories, there are only 130 calories per serving. So again, that's really good too. And for the ingredients, so this protein uses 100% premium whey protein, and it uses 2 different kinds. It uses whey isolate and then whey concentrate. And both of those are really quickly digested in the body. So your body can use them up really quickly, and it can help with muscle growth and recovery and just overall performance. So I really like that. And it's also gluten-free, so it's a nice little perk. And it's just kind of really clean. It doesn't use any artificial dyes or colors or fillers, so I definitely like that. It does contain milk and soy, so if you're allergic to those or sensitive, just be careful or maybe steer clear of this one. For the side effects, I was super happy because I didn't see any side effects. I was really good to go the whole time I took it. It's nice to have a protein that tastes good and doesn't make you feel bloated or anything, so I was really happy about that. So overall, I gave this protein powder a 5 out of 5 stars. Definitely one of my favorites. I think it's a great option to help build lean muscle mass and help with recovery and just kind of performance overall. And if you'd like to learn more about this protein powder or many others, you can check us out on proteinguide.com or on Facebook and Twitter.
Introducing Orgain's organic, plant-based protein powder. Each serving is packed with 21 grams of organic plant protein to power your breakfast smoothie, workout recovery, or satisfying snack. While smooth and delicious flavors tantalize your taste buds. Orgain's protein powder is meticulously formulated with a combination of organic pea protein, organic brown rice, and organic chia seeds. Because when it comes to our ingredients, no standard is too high. Whether you mix it with water or almond milk, give your smoothie a boost, or shake it up and take it to go, you'll experience our commitment to clean nutrition in every sip. And that's Orgain's organic plant-based protein powder, the cleanest protein you'll ever crave. Orgain, get picky with your protein. Orgain presents Q and Andrew.
That's me.
Plant-based protein powder. You ask, Andrew answers.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Second 6.
How many times a day can you drink this?
Crystal, that's a great question. I personally use it twice a day. I use it in my breakfast smoothie, and I also use it post-workout. Most of our consumers use our products once to twice a day.
Madeline wants to know, is it safe to use while pregnant?
Absolutely. You should check with your doctor, of course, but there are no hormones, antibiotics, artificial preservatives, or artificial sweeteners in any of our products.
What's the difference between the organic protein powder and the organic meal powder?
So that's a great question, Derek. This protein powder is all about protein and fiber. This one has the protein and fiber, but also has organic complex carbs, organic fruits and veggies, and organic food-based vitamins. So this is our all-in-one powder.
Lisa asks, how long is the plant-based protein powder good for once it's mixed with water and put in the fridge?
So after mixing the protein powder, you could keep it in the fridge for 24 hours, or you could blend it the night before and have it in the morning. We just recommend giving it a good shake before you drink it.
Do you have a favorite Orgain product?
That's a tough question, Marcus. That's like picking one of my kids. But one of the things I'm most proud of is our plant-based powder, because we were the first company to make plant-based powder delicious.
¿Se puede tomar antes o después de hacer ejercicio?
What am I supposed to say?
Ambos sentidos.
Okay, all right. Ambos sentidos. Before a workout to help give you energy, and post-workout to replenish your muscles.
Hi guys, I'm here to talk about Muscle Milk Genuine Protein Powder. So I gave this protein powder 2.5 out of 5 stars, so I really just wasn't that impressed with it. And you can buy it online for about $27, and you get 2.47 pounds. So it ends up being relatively cheap compared to other protein powders. And for the ease of use, it's pretty easy to use. You're going to take 2 scoops, which is 1 serving, and you're going to mix it with 10 to 16 ounces of water or milk. And I used a shaker cup, and it mixes up in about 15 to 20 seconds, but it is very, very thick and kind of gritty. So maybe a blender would work a little bit better, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. So just keep that in mind. It's definitely on the thicker side. And for the taste. So I got this in the peanut butter chocolate flavor, and I was so disappointed. It doesn't taste anything like that. It is so bland. I feel like there's a little bit of a chocolate flavor, but for the most part, it's just really chalky. It has a really weird, like bitter aftertaste, and it just has that old school protein powder. And it honestly just tastes nothing like peanut butter or chocolate, which is like my favorite flavors. So I was just so confused. It tastes so bad. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but I didn't like the flavor of this. And for the protein, so for 2 scoops, there are 32 grams of protein, and there are 11 grams of fat, 19 grams of carbs, and there is 310 calories. So these are all definitely geared toward kind of bulking up, and if you're looking to just kind of gain some weight, and because all those are definitely higher numbers. And for the ingredients, so the main protein sources are calcium sodium caseinate and milk protein isolate. So each of those are fast, or it's a combination of fast and slow absorbing proteins. So you kind of get like a nice steady stream of protein absorption. And it also has 20 vitamins and minerals. So it has like vitamin A, C, D, E, calcium, iron, phosphorus, chromium. So there's a bunch in there. And also it does have a pretty solid amino acid profile. It does have BCAAs such as leucine and valine, and that's to help with muscle growth. And it is gluten-free, so that's a nice little perk. But for the side effects, I saw really, really bad side effects with this one. I had a really bad stomach ache. I was bloated. It is just really heavy. And I just was not in the mood to work out. I just didn't really feel well, so I don't know what the deal is with that. But it wasn't fun at all. So just be cautious, maybe if you have a more sensitive stomach. But yeah, I just saw really bad side effects for some reason. And last, I couldn't find a satisfaction guarantee, so that was kind of a bummer. So overall, I gave this protein powder 2.5 out of 5 stars. It was pretty average. But if you'd like to learn more about this protein powder or many others, you can check us out on proteinguide.com or on Facebook and Twitter.